Hello, fellow plant lovers. Welcome to Plantsstor, your one-stop destination for everything related to gardening. We're glad you've decided to join us on this beautiful journey of nurturing green life. Our mission is simple: to make gardening accessible, enjoyable, and sustainable for everyone. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or a novice just starting out, we're here to provide you with the best guides, tips, and tricks to help you succeed in your gardening endeavors. Today, we're diving into a topic that has captured the hearts of many: the world of succulents. These low-maintenance, high-reward plants are perfect for both indoor and outdoor gardening, adding a touch of nature to any space. So, strap in and get ready to embark on a green adventure filled with knowledge, fun, and growth. Let's get started with understanding what succulents are and the benefits they bring to your garden and home. Have you ever wondered how to take care of succulents? These charming plants have taken the gardening world by storm, and for good reason. Succulents are a group of plants known for their ability to store water in their thick leaves, stems, or roots. This unique feature allows them to thrive in arid climates, making them one of the most drought-tolerant plants out there. Now let's talk about benefits. Not only do succulents add a touch of green to your space, they also have air-purifying qualities. Studies have shown that they can help cleanse the air and remove toxins, contributing to a healthier living environment. Plus, the simple act of tending to these plants can provide a sense of calm, reducing stress and boosting mood. From the rosette-shaped echeveria to the towering saguaro cactus, there's a vast array of succulent species, each with its own charm. Now that we've learned what succulents are and their benefits, let's move on to selecting the right ones for your garden. Choosing the right succulent is the first step to a successful succulent garden. When you're at your local nursery or garden center, it's crucial to do a little detective work. Start by assessing the plant's overall health. Look for succulents with vibrant colors and plump leaves. Avoid those with yellowing leaves, which could indicate overwatering. Next, check the roots. Healthy roots are typically white or light tan and feel firm to the touch. If the roots are black or mushy, that's a sign of root rot. Touch the leaves gently. They should feel firm, not soft or squishy. Soft leaves often mean the plant has been overwatered. Also, keep an eye out for pests like mealybugs or aphids. They're small but can be a big problem. Remember, a healthy succulent is more likely to thrive in your care. With these tips, you're now capable of picking the perfect succulent. The right pot and soil are crucial for your succulent's health. This statement is not an exaggeration. Succulents are unique plants that have adapted to survive in harsh, arid conditions, and they require a specific type of care to thrive. Let's start with the pot. While succulents can grow in a variety of containers, they prefer pots with good drainage. This is because succulents store water in their leaves, stems, and roots, and do not need constant moisture like other plants. A pot with a drainage hole at the bottom is ideal. This allows excess water to escape, preventing the roots from becoming waterlogged and potentially causing root rot, a common problem with succulents. Now, onto the soil. Just like with the pot, the soil's drainage capabilities are paramount. Regular garden soil retains too much moisture, which can lead to root rot. Instead, opt for a well-draining soil mix. Look for a mix specifically designed for cacti and succulents. These mixes often contain coarse sand, perlite, or pumice, which help to improve drainage and mimic the succulent's natural arid environments. Now that we've got the right pot and soil, it's time to get planting. Start by filling your pot about 1/3 of the way with your soil mix. Then, gently remove your succulent from its nursery pot, being careful not to damage the roots. Place the succulent in the center of the new pot and fill in around it with more soil. Remember, the soil should come up to just below the lowest leaves of the succulent. Overfilling can cause the leaves to rot. Once you've planted your succulent, give it a good watering. This will help the roots settle into their new home. However, after this initial watering, let the soil dry out completely before watering again. Succulents prefer a soak and dry method of watering where the soil is allowed to dry out fully between waterings. Remember, the right pot and soil can make a world of difference for your succulents. With the right care and attention, your succulents can thrive and bring you joy for years to come. Watering succulents is an art and a science. Now you might be thinking, but these plants are drought tolerant, right? Absolutely. However, that doesn't mean they don't need water, it just means they need it differently. Succulents have adapted to survive in harsh, dry environments by storing water in their leaves, stems, and roots. This is why they can go longer between waterings than other plants. But when you do water them, they need a good soak. This is the soak and dry method, a simple yet effective watering technique for succulents. Here's how it works. Water your succulents thoroughly until water runs out the bottom of the pot. This ensures every part of the root system gets the moisture it needs. Then let the soil dry out completely before watering again. Depending on your environment, this could be anywhere from 1 week to a month. Remember, overwatering is the most common cause of succulent death. It's much better to underwater than overwater. If you're unsure, wait a few more days. Your succulents will thank you. Now let's talk about humidity and sunlight. Despite their desert origins, succulents can adapt to a range of humidity levels. However, they generally prefer a drier atmosphere. If you live in a very humid area, consider using a dehumidifier or choose succulents that thrive in high humidity, like aloe and haworthia. Sunlight is crucial for succulents. They need about 6 hours of bright, indirect light each day. Too little light, and they may become leggy and stretched out. Too much direct sunlight, and they can get sunburned. Yes, plants can get sunburned too. Find a spot with plenty of bright but indirect light, and your succulents will be happy. And there you have it. Watering succulents is indeed an art and a science. It's about understanding the unique needs of these fascinating plants and providing the right balance of water, humidity, and light. With these watering and care tips, your succulents will thrive. Propagation is a cost-effective way to expand your succulent collection. It's the process of creating new plants from existing ones. And with succulents, it's a fairly straightforward process. There are primarily 3 ways to propagate succulents: through leaf cuttings, stem cuttings, and offsets or pups. Leaf cuttings are the simplest method. You gently twist off a leaf from the stem, let it dry for a few days until a callus forms over the cut surface, then place it on well-draining soil. With a little patience, you'll see tiny roots and leaves emerging. Stem cuttings work similarly, but instead of a leaf, you're using a piece of stem. And finally, offsets are tiny succulents that grow at the base of the parent plant. You can gently separate these and plant them directly into the soil. Let's try leaf propagation today. Remember, patience is key here. In time, you'll see your new succulent taking root and growing. Now you're ready to propagate your own succulents. Even the best gardeners encounter problems with their succulents. But fear not, we're here to help you identify and solve the most common issues. First on the list is overwatering. It's an easy mistake to make since we often equate care with providing water. But remember, succulents are desert plants. They thrive in dry conditions. If your succulent's leaves are yellowing or feeling mushy and swollen, chances are you're overwatering. Dial back on the water and make sure your pot has adequate drainage to prevent waterlogging. Next up, pests. Mealybugs, aphids, and spider mites are common culprits. They can cause discoloration, scarring, and can even kill your plant. Keep a keen eye on your succulents. If you spot any bugs, remove them with a blast of water or an organic insecticide soap. Regularly cleaning your plants can also prevent pest invasions. Then we have diseases, often a result of overwatering or poor ventilation. Signs may include black spots, mold, or rot. To combat this, cut off the affected area, let the plant dry out, then repot it in fresh, well-draining soil. Remember, prevention is better than cure. So ensure your succulents have good airflow, the right amount of light, and not too much water. Underwatering is also a common issue. If your succulents' leaves are shriveling and looking puckered, it might be thirsty. While they don't need much water, they do need some. The soak and dry method works well here. Water the plant thoroughly, then let the soil dry completely before watering again. Lastly, etiolation or stretching occurs when your succulent isn't getting enough light. It will grow tall and thin, trying to reach for more sunlight. If this happens, gradually increase its light exposure. But be careful not to sunburn your plant. With these solutions, you can tackle any problem that comes your way. Remember, succulents are hardy plants. They want to survive, and with your help, they will. Let's get creative with our succulents. Succulents are incredibly versatile, making them perfect for a variety of garden designs. You can create a mini desert landscape by grouping different succulent species together. With varying heights, shapes, and colors, you can achieve a dynamic and visually stunning display. For a more modern aesthetic, consider geometric planters. These can be placed on tabletops or hung on walls, adding a touch of greenery to any space. Another great idea is to use succulents in terrariums. These glass containers allow you to create your own little ecosystem, a miniature world where succulents thrive. And let's not forget about vertical gardens. This is a fantastic space-saving solution. You can transform a simple wooden pallet or wall-mounted frame into a living piece of art. Succulents also make excellent centerpieces. Arrange different succulents in a shallow dish or glass bowl for a unique and eye-catching display. With these ideas, you can create a succulent arrangement that's uniquely yours. Let's recap what we've learned today. We started our journey by understanding what succulents are, their unique characteristics, and the variety of species available. We then moved on to selecting the perfect succulent, taking into consideration its health and condition. Next, we delved into the crucial aspects of potting and soil preparation, emphasizing the importance of a well-draining soil for these water-storing plants. We then discussed the watering and care needs of succulents, highlighting their drought tolerance and the effective soak and dry method. We also explored different propagation techniques to multiply your collection and tackled common issues you may encounter, offering solutions to keep your succulents thriving. And finally, we drew inspiration from creative succulent arrangements, opening up a world of possibilities for home decor. So, as you embark on this green journey, remember to continue learning, experimenting, and most importantly, having fun with your succulents. Remember, gardening is a journey, not a destination. Keep exploring, keep learning, and most importantly, have fun with your succulents. Thank you for joining us on this succulent journey. We appreciate the time you've spent with us and hope this guide has been helpful in encouraging you to start or enhance your own succulent garden. Remember, Plantsstor is always here to assist you with all your gardening needs, sharing tips and tricks, and providing a community for plant lovers. Keep growing, keep exploring, and until next time, happy gardening.